Hey, what's going on out there, guys? This is Wayne with Tri-County Locksmith Service, and today I want to show you how you can solve some hinge issues with your safe. Now, this is a smaller unit that I was actually able to get the door off of. This is a unit that was broke into and pried open, but it's a good example piece. We can get the door off over here. Sometimes what can happen with these hinges is you'll need to be able to adjust the door gap around the safe. As time goes on, you'll usually encounter most rubbing right down here as the safe door will lean down over time. That can be caused by a few things. One is this hinge pin starts to wear out as time goes on. And the other thing that can happen is the pin will actually surpass the lubrication that's been installed from the factory, and on much larger safes, the door is never going to come off of there. It's just far too heavy with your big, TL30s, TL60s, your big giant, store safes. The doors themselves can weigh over 1,000 pounds, so they're not really going to come off of there. But what can happen is that lubrication will seize up, and the pin then starts to seize to the door and to the hinge, like so. Well, what that does is underneath here, there is a screw for an adjustment. Okay, it's just an Allen head screw, just like so. But that pin will be able to, it'll start grabbing on this Allen head screw, and it'll actually back it back out. So if you adjust a door, and then after a couple swings, the door is back to where it was and dragging again, that's going to cause a major issue. Or if it's worn out so much that it's out of adjustment and you have no more room left, we've got a trick for that too. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to use a ball bearing, just like this one right here. Now I have an assortment of ball bearings. I just went to the hardware store, got a whole baggie full of them, different sizes. We can always find a good use for them. We're going to take this screw out, this set screw or adjustment screw, and we're going to find out which bearing fits in the hole, like so. Okay. And then I usually like to add a little dab of lithium grease here, white lithium grease. Okay, so we'll take a little bit of this. We'll try and do all this all at once here. And we'll put a little bit in there, just like so. Then we're going to put our ball bearing in, just like so. And then we're going to put and the grease will kind of hold that bearing in there for you. It'll help you. See how it just kind of holds onto that bearing? And then we'll put our set screw back in. If you choose to, you can also put some Loctite on that adjustment screw. This is blue. You don't want to put the red on there, but sometimes a little bit of Loctite will help that screw stay seated. And then we'll basically just turn this back in here, and then we'll get our Allen head wrench set. Let's see here, just like so. And we can see this beginning to rise. Okay, so then this is going to give us more adjustment. If your original pin or screw was out of adjustment, it's going to give us that 1/4 inch bearing back. It's going to give us that. And then this is going to have a very small contact area. You're going to have new lubrication applied in here, so that's going to help things move. And then it's also going to just spin on that ball bearing. If you've ever tried to drill a ball bearing, you know it's very, very difficult because a bearing just is so round and hard that it just sheds any kind of motion on it. That's why we use them. They're designed specifically for this purpose. We're just repurposing it for this. So if all that doesn't work and you're still getting a little bit of threading action and you're still threading the screw out the bottom, we can also put Okay, so you can see we've got a hole drilled here. Then you would just run a tap through that. You may need to pull the pin out or pull the adjustment pin in the bottom out, and then go ahead and just run a set screw in there. And then that set screw will bind the other set screw and stop any and all movement. These are all solutions. You can use them individually or you can use them all combined. But either way, that will solve your hinge problems. For more information, check out wayneslockshop.com. Wayne's Lock Shop, we strive to be the leading resource in tips, tricks, and educational videos for locksmiths. Videos are added every week on topics ranging from rekeying high-security locks to marketing your locksmith business and everything in between. Safe openings, car openings, installation tool reviews, and bypass methods are all plentiful on this secure website built by and for locksmiths. If you are a locksmith and want an inexpensive resource that will prove invaluable to you and your business, then Wayne's Lock Shop is the place for you. Please sign up today at wayneslockshop.com.